to the release of Infinity War, it had been quite some time since we'd seen Captain America and Black Widow. What were the two of them up to since they broke away from the Avengers? Clearly, Captain America had time to grow that magnificent beard, but what else? We'll talk about how the relationship between these two characters has evolved over the years, and what this means for the upcoming Avengers Endgame. At the end of Captain America Civil War, Natasha Romanoff decided to stick with Steve Rogers, and the two of them rode off into the sunset. Okay, less rode off into the sunset and more went on the run to evade the Sokovia Accords, but you get the picture. Naturally, many fans wondered if the relationship between Natasha and Steve had progressed beyond being strictly platonic. Marvel Studios isn't always great at portraying romances, and Natasha's affections have been pretty unpredictable so far. But according to actors Chris Evans and Scarlett Johansson, these two are just friends. We're sure Bucky Barnes is relieved to hear that. For those of you who were hoping for some romance in Avengers Endgame, first of all, now seems like a bad time to be looking for love. Scarlett Johansson has commented that romance would probably be the last thing on Natasha's mind after Civil War. There was simply no time for such pursuits, and that definitely hasn't changed going into Endgame. With the stakes at an all-time high and heroes at an all-time low, these two definitely have other things on their mind. Second of all, we're glad Marvel Studios is showing another example of a strong friendship without romantic undertones. According to Chris Evans, Captain America and Black Widow have a close working and personal relationship that is not romantic. He says, there's a void that they each fill for each other, and they've each leaned on one another for different reasons. Although Captain America is a hero with the power of the super soldier serum at his disposal, Black Widow has been on active duty for a lot longer than he has. We don't exactly count those decades he spent frozen in ice towards his total superhero hours. Loyalty is absolutely essential for Steve Rogers, and in fact, it's one of his defining traits. Look at the loyalty he exhibits towards his best buddy Bucky Barnes, even when Bucky's trying to take him out of commission. This is a kind of genuine dedication Natasha hasn't seen a lot of in her life. It's easy to see how the personalities and life experiences of Black Widow and Captain America complement one another. There were some harsh lessons Steve learned by the end of Civil War, but even people you care about can let you down.